Hi everyone, and thank you for watching. Let's talk about a controversial topic, free will. And I'm not gonna go deeply into whether I believe it exists or not, because there are a lot of things, as you will see, that block it or slow it down. Even things that we can't see or don't even realize that are happening in the background, affecting it. But what I'm also going to show you in this video, which is I think the most empowering part of it, is where you give your free will away and you don't even realize you give it away. You give a lot of it away. And I'm going to explain to you why and kind of show you how. So let's talk about free will by defining it first. I'm not going to define it, but what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about it, and I want you to define it as we talk about it. I don't want to tell you what to think or how to think. I want you to think into this on your own. I think this is where learning really happens. But let's start from the beginning. Let's kind of go through like the first quarter or half of our life and kind of analyze what free will is within that context. And I think you'll see something that's very important. So in the beginning, it looks like there's almost no free will at all. And the reason why I say that, because you're born into a body that is basically helpless and you're under the mercy of a caregiver, that your well-being is all the way up to them and the environment that they're in and you're in. So we can say that it looks like there's no free will there. But as you grow as a child and evolve mentally and physically, you gain more and more free will. But you're not realizing that you're gaining more and more free will. You're not even really aware of free will. A lot of us aren't. And concurrently, while you're gaining more and more free will, unbeknownst to you, likely, you're also being trained and indoctrinated, being told what to think, being told who you are, being told what you're supposed to do, having your whole existence defined. So you're not even, to a great degree, determining or deciding who you are or who you're going to become. And it's not until later, like late in your teenage years, and some of us are even deep off into adulthood, where something happens in life that makes you just start questioning everything. And usually it's some type of traumatic situation where everything is just turned upside down to the point where you're questioning that. You're like, how could this ever happen? And in turn, it makes you question everything. Why is everything happening? And a lot of people consider this like a spiritual awakening. And if you ascribe to spirituality, some people may call it like a philosophical or transcendental awakening, whatever you want to call it. But it makes you completely change how you think and view everything. And it's a very powerful time, because what it shows you is that you gave away a whole lot of your power by letting everybody and everything tell you who you are. And if you never knew who you were, how could you ever have any free will? If you believe that someone else had power that you already had, how did you ever have free will? So at this point, I believe that is the beginning of your free will. That's truly where your free will begins, once you're aware that you even have free will. And I could go into all the other things that prevent you from doing anything and say, there's no free will here because you have physics, the body's gonna age, you can't control that. You have metaphysics, There's cycles that you have to go through, and these cycles are going to take this amount of toll on you, and you just have to deal with that. And there's some of everything in between. And to a degree, these things are true, but also to a great degree, these things are not true. They're just a matter of perception. And the more you get control about the accuracy of the perception of all of this, the more free will you open up, that you're free. So that's my video. I won't go too much further. I think you get the point, you get the idea. And I hope you take control of your own free will. And another big part of free will that we don't get is a lot of us just simply don't want to do that work. You realize that it's going to take a tremendous amount of work to possibly tear everything down and rebuild everything. Remove all of your biases. Remove all of your prejudices. Erase all of your beliefs and reread and start back over from scratch. Almost everyone is not prepared to do that. And that's another one of those things that is going to be needed to actually and completely free up your free will. And to those of you out there that don't believe in free will at all, you're right. You're absolutely right. It don't exist. So that's my video. I love and appreciate you all out there. You take care of yourselves, and bye. Have a great one.